Salve onorevoli, siamo di nuovo qui su Gothic 2 nell'espansione della Notte del Corvo. Nello scorso episodio ci eravamo lasciati che eravamo arrivati alle porte del campo dei briganti, avevamo trovato un simpaticissimo strozzino, avevamo scoperto che i pirati che sono su questa spiaggia a destra sono in guerra con i briganti a destra, no, sulla spiaggia a sinistra sono in guerra con i briganti a destra. Ecco, giù da destra e da sinistra io sono una cosa favolosa. Quindi ora proviamo a parlare. Avevamo ammazzato dei briganti per conto di Henry. Amico. Allora, quei briganti nella torre.
About those bandits in the tower.
Yes?
They're a history.
Did you pull that off all by yourself? Respect! Maybe you'll even be a real pirate someday.
Se dico voglio unirmi ai tuoi razziatori.
I want to join your raiding troop.
But you won't get past me that easily, kid. First, let's talk about whether you can get into the camp at all.
Allora fammi entrare.
Let me in.
You brought me a message from our woodcutters. You want to play errand boy for Alligator Jack and bring the swamp rat meat to Morgan. And best of all, you got that varmint in the tower off our backs. I never thought you could do it all by yourself. 100 gold pieces, or you just get lost. It's as simple as that.
Bene, ecco il tuo oro.
Good. Here's your gold.
Thanks. Welcome to our camp. If you were planning to sign on with us, lad, you're out of luck. Only the captain decides who gets to sign on in here, and he took half the crew and went to sea after booty. But you can stay until he's back, provided you don't cause any trouble here.
Ok, qui se dico prendi che insegni a combattere.
Can you teach me how to be a better fighter?
Sure, why not?
Insegnami
Teach me.
a balestra e armi a due mani. Però comunque è una spada particolare, eh. Voglio unirmi ai tuoi
I
razziatori.
want to join your raiding troop.
Well, welcome to my raiding troop then. One more fighter to help keep the bandits off our backs. I should have said get one of the boys and smoke out those bastards in the tower. But you already did that.
Ok, fine. Quindi, così. Salve, sono diventato un pirata. È triste, almeno dammi una prova, una cosa da fare. Un qualcosa da pirata, insomma. Che bella la bandiera da pirati. Che poi in realtà la bandiera da pirati era rossa. Però. E questo chi è? Il cord della situazione? Bones. James Bones. Come va?
How's it going?
I can't complain. It's a bit boring, but at least I don't have to work. I'm preparing for the next task that Greg's given me.
What task?
I mustn't say. No offense, kid, but I've worked hard for the privilege, and I don't want to lose it again.
Puoi insegnarmi qualcosa?
Can you teach me something?
I'm sorry, I've got no time right now. I've got some training to do.
Chi può insegnarmi qualcosa qui?
Who around here can teach me something?
Henry and Morgan are leading our raiding troops. They can teach you how to be a better fighter. Henry's people all use two-handed weapons. Morgan prefers the faster one-handed weapons.
Who else?
Beats me, I've never been interested in anything else. But I'm sure that Alligator Jack or Samuel could still show you a trick or two.
Bene. Volevo parlare con Samuel allora.
That's no secret.
Dicevamo.
I've got no time for things.
Pirata. Gretto. Ciao
What
Gretto.
have we here? A fresh face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you almost anything. Wine, weapons, and other stuff you might need. Except for booze. If it's a decent drink you want, go see Samuel.
Same old thing, all over again.
Chi è Samuel?
Who's Samuel?
He's our moonshiner. He's got his cave on the beach, a little distance from the camp.
Decision, wasn't it?
You can't miss it. Just walk north. You'll be well advised to keep yourself supplied with grog. Some of the boys here aren't very fond of greenhorns at all, if you get my drift. A decent swig of grog can work wonders for you.
You don't have to tell me that.
Dove ti procuri le provviste?
He doesn't even know
Where
how
do
to
you
hold
get
a
your
sword.
supplies?
Skip always brings loads of stuff from Corinus when he visits there. Until recently, he used to sell some of it directly to the bandits. But since we've been at war with the bandits, I'm the one who ends up with all the stuff now.
Will it ever change?
Cosa mi dici dei briganti?
What do you know about the bandits?
You'd better ask Skip about that. He's been through quite a lot with that bunch. Let me tell you, Greg has given orders to do away with any bandit who shows up near the camp.
That was obvious all along.
Com'è il tuo capitano, Greg?
Your Captain Greg. What's he like?
He's a tough old bastard and no doubt about it.
Gossip.
And greedy to the bone. He makes Francis, our treasurer, pay out not a penny more than what it takes to prevent a mutiny. And if one of us ever gets his hands on something really valuable, he'll inevitably take it for himself. I once took a compass from a royal frigate. That bastard Greg made me hand it over, of course.
That's been known a long time.
He probably buried it somewhere, just like the rest of his treasures.
Bene. Dove potrebbe aver sepolto la bussola, Greg?
Where might Greg have buried that compass?
Greg once told me that death himself watches over my compass. Then he laughed.
Anything else?
There's a beach at the southern coast. It can only be reached by sea. Greg is said to have been there often. Maybe you'll find something there. I once went there to see what I might find myself, but the area is teeming with monsters. If you really want to give it a try, don't forget to bring a pick.
Cosa puoi dirmi di Francis?
What can you tell me about Francis?
Greg put him in command while he's gone. But Francis is a total failure as a leader.
Telling you anything
He
new.
can't even get Morgan to stir his lazy ass out of bed. Henry and his boys are the only ones doing anything around here. The others are just enjoying themselves instead of working. I can only hope that Greg will come back soon. He'll give them all a good swift kick in the ass.
Things would have turned out different.
Diciamo qualche novità?
Anything new?
Nothing ever happens anymore since Greg left.
Commercio?
Show me what you have.
Bad business.
L'ammazza orchi. Ora iniziamo dal
what does he know
basso. Perla
about
nera. Che boh.
He doesn't even know how to
Sigaro
hold
di
a
erba di
sword.
palude, amuleto del fuoco, della difesa,
Same
della
old thing, all over
protezione.
again.
Questo qui deve diventare nostro.
I'd have done it differently.
Esil vitale pura. Dardo,
Things I
freccia,
could tell you.
balestra. Balestra pesante, che questa qui dovrebbe essere quella blu, la più forte che esista. Vecchio macete
can't rely on
gigante. Però noi usiamo le armi a una mano.
I'd have done it
Ascia della nave, che è uguale a un'ascia grezza, però. Spada
Oh,
corta,
idea, you tell me.
piccone, valore 300, maledizione perché abbiamo
That was
venduto il
obvious
nostro
all
piccone.
along.
Ammazza
That's no
orchi, arma a due mani, pesante. Allora io ti
That's
posso
all just
vendere. Rieccoci, ho venduto il
I'm not
vendibile.
telling you anything new.
Brandor Matt. Matt,
New
cosa mi
here,
dici?
are you? Great. We can use every man.
Cosa mi dici dei briganti?
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact that they're a deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
Yes?
They're rolling in gold. Well, at least they were rolling in gold. They never paid for their last shipment. But I doubt that it's because those bastards ran out of gold. Huh. It's more likely that they've gotten way too big for their boots.
Cosa succede?
How are things?
Right now, all's quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change faster than we like.
Ok. Scusate.
I'd have done it.
Brandon.
Looky there, a newbie. And a landlubber at that. You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
Puoi insegnarmi qualcosa?
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. I could teach you to become stronger and improve your dexterity. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rot gut.
Ti porterò del grog.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special recipe?
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. It's a must try. Oh, I love this concoction.
Ma perché questo accento strano? E in più mi chiedevo, tutti quegli alcolici che abbiamo preso hanno un qualche effetto permanente?
Tell me that isn't true.
That was obvious all along.
Birra. Perché sta scritto paladino
That's no secret.
scuro? Io salvo un attimo per sicurezza e mi bevo una birra.
Yeah, he really said that.
I couldn't
Perché
care
sta
less.
scritto paladino scuro?
It's a bad business.
No, niente che aumenti permanentemente
You
il
don't have to
mio...
tell me that.
qualche statistica, vediamo in fondo ancora sta qualcosa.
Do you really
Sì, noi abbiamo
believe
qua le
that?
sacche, un borso di cuoio.
And there's more,
Ne
believe
abbiamo
me.
anche un'altra. Con alcune monete.
Nothing
Signori,
amazes me
stiamo
anymore.
facendo un bel po' di soldi.
That's no secret.
Pirata Skip, ciao Skip.
What have we here? Crossing the path of old Skip again? I know you.
It happens sooner or later.
The bay near the city,
He
remember?
doesn't see that. I can't
Skip,
help it.
right?
I see I made a lasting impression. But I've seen your mug elsewhere in the meantime. But of course.
Things would have turned out
Oh,
different.
porca puttana.
Oh well, not a great likeness, but it's certainly you. Don't let it get to you. My own wanted
he
poster
really
looks
should've
just
known
as
better.
daft.
Ah, ok.
Bad
Cosa stai facendo qui?
What are you doing here?
I've just come back from Kormaris, and now I'm waiting for Greg to return.
Ho visto Greg a Corinis.
I saw Greg and Corinus.
Really? Damn. Something must have gone wrong then. He should have been here with our ship some time ago. I suppose I should go back to Kormaris and wait for him there. Ah, but certainly not today. I only just arrived here.
Ok.
Been there, done that.
Cosa, vabbè, cosa dici dire, cosa se...
If he doesn't
Cosa,
see that,
vabbè,
I
cosa puoi
can't
dirmi
help
dei
it.
briganti a sto punto?
What can you tell me about the bandits?
Been
The
there, done
bandits?
that.
They're attacking us. Why do you think we're building this palisade? We brought those scumbags over here ourselves. We used to trade with them. Boy, let me tell you, they've got more gold than they'll ever know what to do with. They were prepared to pay any price for a bottle of rum.
Ever change?
But those times are past. It's war now.
No idea,
What
you tell
happened?
me.
Those bastards hadn't paid for their last shipment.
no better off
So
myself.
I went there to see what had become of our gold. But when I got to the swamp, the swine attacked me. And that's not all.
amazes me
They killed Angus and Hank, two of our best
Same
people.
old thing, all over
Just
again.
stay away from that swamp, I tell you. They'll go after anyone who doesn't look as shabby as they do.
He simply needs to practice more.
Hai mai incontrato il Corvo?
Have you ever met Raven?
Certainly. When I was with Henry up at the gate, I watched Raven place some of his boys at the tower to the south, just a stone's throw from our camp. I guess they're supposed to spy
That'll
on
never
us. I've also seen how he treats his people when they don't do his bidding. He'll make short shrift of anyone who doesn't obey his orders to the letter. Mark my words, stay well away from Raven.
C'è un bellissimo errore. Ha detto stava a un tiro di schioppo. Peccato che qui non esiste ancora lo schioppo. L'unica arma che abbiamo visto da fuoco è un cannone. Lo schioppo, per chi se lo stesse chiedendo, è il fucile, quello che si ricarica con la polvere da sparo, insomma. Parlami ancora di Angus e Hank.
Tell me more about Angus and Hank.
Angus and Hank were supposed to meet with some bandits in front of the camp. They were carrying all kinds of supplies. Everything those bastards had ordered from us. Forged steel and lockpicks and whatnot. But they never came back. The bandit swine must have done away with them. Morgan and Bill went out to look for them without any success.
Himself.
Bill was pretty devastated. They were both friends of his. He's still young. These things really get to him. The rest of us took it in our stride.
I'm staying
The
out.
goods we can afford to lose. But the grog they were carrying. We're talking at least 20 bottles.
Mi serve... Vabbè, a proposito del grog.
About that grog. You're missing 20 bottles,
I'm
right?
staying out of
Yes, damn it. My entire stock.
Do you really believe that?
Puoi portarmi a Korinis?
Can you take me to Corinus?
No way. I'm not leaving now. I'll find myself a decent swig of grog first.
it. Nobody wants to know.
Hai qualcosa da vendere?
Have you got anything to sell?
If you want to trade, go to Garrett. He's in charge of our supplies.
He listened to the wrong people.
Mi servono delle armature da brigante.
I need bandits' armor.
You want to go in there? Are you insane? Once those guys find out, you're not one of them. You're sausage meat.
Do you have any idea where I could find armor like that?
You don't give up easily, do you? All right. We used to have a suit. Greg's probably still got it somewhere, up in his hut. Maybe you can buy it from him when he gets back.
Business.
Puoi dirmi come entrare nella capanna di Greg?
Can you tell me how to get into his hut?
Ever change?
Whoa there! Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he gave the key to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
Been there, done that.
Ok. Cosa puoi dirmi di Francis?
What can you tell me about Francis?
Francis is our treasurer.
Things would have
The
turned out
captain trusts him.
differently if it hadn't been
That's
for us.
probably why he left him in command.
really true?
But none of the boys here really take him seriously. If you want to know more, talk to Samuel. He's got his still in the little cave north of here. There isn't a soul in this camp Samuel doesn't know all kinds of things about.
Is it really true?
Fine. Salviamo. Vediamo se riusciamo a saccheggiarlo.
Wait a minute.
Rely on that.
Nobody will learn anything
Bene.
from me.
E siamo meglio di prima.
Huh. What does
Qui
he
un
know about
pirata
me?
comune.
You
Qui che
hardly
abbiamo?
know who to believe these days.
Francis.
I used to say that myself.
Sarebbe facile sottrargli la chiave. Proviamo.
Never thought of that himself.
Che culo.
The things I could tell you.
Però mi scusi, io vorrei un attimo parlargli anche prima. Perché almeno... Dai. Che cazzo. Così è un po' troppo semplice. Mi sa che siamo venuti un po' sopra il livello di regola.
Hey, you!
Dai.
Is it really true?
It had to happen
Fine.
sooner or later.
Don't tell
Vediamo
me
di
you know
salvare
that.
ora. Sempre sul 29 andiamo a parlare con il nostro caro Francis.
It happened sooner or later.
Deve entrare nella capanna di Greg.
I must get into Greg's hut.
Forget it. Greg's not there. And I've locked the door, and now I see to it that nobody sneaks around here to do a little looting. So make yourself scarce, or I'll let you have it.
Bad business.
Greg è il tuo capo?
Greg is your boss?
Now, don't try and tell me that you know him. Any sailor, even any cursed landlubber on this island, knows the terrible Captain Greg. And he left me in command. I'm responsible for making those lazy bums do what he commanded.
Ma non lo fai bene.
Some of the boys may think they can do whatever they damn well want now that the captain's not here. Won't they be surprised when Greg comes back? I'll tell him everything that's been going on here. Got it? Including who's been trying to get into his hut. So make yourself scarce, or you'll be in a load of trouble.
Bene. Vediamo cos'hai.
Well then, let's see what you got.
Decision, wasn't it?
What? I'm the captain here. I'll teach you respect, you landlubber.
I couldn't get away with it.
Facciamo prima a fregargli la chiave senza nessun problema. Sì, ma con quale musica, dai, che avete liberato l'armata dei... come cazzo si chiamano? Mi viene nemmeno il nome. Bla 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 bla. Perché il tuo capo bla 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 bla. Dammi la chiave della capanna di Greg.
You must be.
I'm staying.
Ci penserò su. E abbiamo la chiave. Bene.
Same old thing, all over
E
again.
abbiamo fregato la chiave. Tutto questo grazie al borseggio, signori. Il borseggio è una bella cosa. Bill, ciao
How are
Bill.
things going with you?
What's up? Did Henry send you here? Tell him to get his planks as soon as I'm done. If he can't wait that long, he's welcome to saw them himself.
A cosa servono queste tre? Vabbè.
What are all these planks for?
We use them for the palisade, you dimwit.
Queste
Greg
anche
thought it would
subito.
be a good idea to secure our camp this way. We can save ourselves the work, if you ask me. If the bandits are really planning to attack us, this ridiculous palisade isn't going to stop them. We should have never tolerated them in our valley in the first place. If I'd known all this in advance, I'd have stayed in Kormaris.
Ti aiuto a segare?
Can I help you saw?
Nah, I can handle this by myself. I joined up here not long ago, and letting others do my work won't get me anywhere if you get my drift.
Sto cercando Angus e Hank.
I'm looking for Angus and Hank.
I have no idea where they are. The bandits must have got them.
You were friends with them, weren't you?
All I know is that they were gonna meet up with the bandits in a cave not far from here. It must be somewhere outside our camp, to the east. I don't know where exactly. I've never been there myself. Maybe you should ask Alligator Jack about this. He's always roaming around outside the camp.
Sei stato a Corinis?
You've been to Corinas?
Yes, I kept myself afloat there, picking pockets and doing a little swindle or two. But whenever fewer ships came in, business got worse and worse. At some point, I got tired of being on the run from the militia for a few crusts of bread. That's when I joined Greg. Now I'm stuck here, sawing all day to build a palisade that's of no use to anyone.
Puoi insegnarmi qualcosa?
Can you teach me something?
Well, I could show you how to pick other people's pockets unnoticed, but you should be fairly dexterous, or you can just forget it.
Lo sappiamo già fare però. Quindi ecco la caverna. No, non è una caverna. No. Ci ho detto a sud c'è una caverna dove sta Samuel. Eccolo. Aspetta. Dove sta la striscia di costa? Ah, ecco. Quella a sud è la striscia di costa dove dovrebbero stare come si chiamano? I tesori di... Come si... Porco Giuda di Greg. Salviamo un attimo. No. 30. Ora vediamo il famoso grog che cosa fa. L'abbiamo passato bene. Invece mi sa di no. Grog. Rum del marinaio, rum bianco. Mi scusi, dov'è il grog? Ma solo per pura curiosità. Abbiamo appena preso un barilotto di grog, o sbaglio? Dov'è? Sarò io scemo. Ma io ho letto che abbiamo preso del grog. Quindi dov'è questo grog? Puoi vedere che c'è un bug. Ah, vi giuro, avrò letto grog. Ma io non lo so, mi scusi. 31, Ecco, siamo qua, no? Quindi ora se noi prendiamo quel cazzo di grog dovremmo avercelo nell'inventario. E qui si chiama grog. Dov'è? Carne cruda, pozione estratto di mare. Autentico grog del marinaio. Ah, aspettate. Incasso. Allora, se è l'autentico grog del marinaio, noi ne dovremmo avere 6. Ora. Ah, ok. E avvisa che ha un altro nome. Io pensavo che era posso. Vabbè, vaffanculo qua. In ogni caso. Tutto normale, è solo un mio errore. Parliamo con sto stronzo. Ok. Devo consegnarti della carne.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I need a sip to wake me up.
Del gin. Bravo. Il gin a prima mattina proprio per devastarsi il fegato.
That's better. So again, what do you want?
I'm here to deliver some meat. From Alligator Jack?
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
Ok. Cosa stai facendo qui?
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the 2 raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator Jack sees to that. I'm also responsible for keeping those beasts you find out here well away from the camp. That's what the boys do.
I told him I don't want to see a single beast left around here when Greg comes back.
Ma tu personalmente non fai niente.
Do you ever do anything yourself?
Hey, none of that lip. Mine is the most important task of all. I train my people. I make them into the best and most fearless fighters who ever sailed these waters. And it's not like the lads do all that work for nothing. They get a good-sized bag of gold for their efforts.
Voglio unirmi alle tue truppe.
I want to join your troop.
My troop? My troop is hanging out at the beach. Those boys won't lift a finger until the captain is back. You can count on that. But if you want to show everybody what you're made of, feel free to work on the northern beach. It's full of lurkers and who knows what else.
Take them on by yourself, and you'll earn the respect of the people.
Welcome to my troop. I'll go lie back down.
No, mi scusi. Porco Giuda. Prima di tutto la devo borseggiare. Secondo dovrei finire di parlare. Cosa pensi di Francis?
What do you think of Francis?
I don't mind him, as long as he leaves me alone.
Isn't he the boss around here?
He thinks he's the boss. But at some point, Greg will return, and then Francis gets to go back to sawing planks.
Puoi addestrare anche me.
Can you train me as well?
Sure, I can show you how to fight with one-handed weapons.
Riguardo Angus e Hank.
About Angus and Hank.
Oh, don't remind me of them. They probably got themselves killed by bandits, and Angus had my ring on him. Well, sure, it was his ring, in a way. He won it from me playing dice. But I would have gotten it back, and now it's gone. If you find my ring, bring it back to me. I'd certainly make it up to you.
Ok. Serve un gioco da ragazzi, rubare il borsello. Vada, vada. È stato un piacere.
Go lie back down.
Great idea.
Bene. E qui stava la mitica caverna dove dovrebbero essere... dove ci dovrebbe essere Samuel. Samuel mi ricordo un membro di Campo Palude, non lo so il perché. Ma signori, parliamo con Samuel nel prossimo episodio perché il tempo è tiranno.